It's interesting, when we reflect back 10 years ago, it seems like we used to be able to get things done quicker. But as we've grown as an organization and become more complex, the pace at which projects get completed has significantly slowed down. Whether it's the regulatory complex nature or just having to bring in more people's perspective to get an appropriate end product, it has gotten a lot more difficult to finish projects. So the challenge is, how do we get stuff done quickly? That's really been one of the biggest challenges that we've had. My name is Thomas Feint. I'm the president at Grow Financial Federal Credit Union, and I've been with the organization 7 years. So when we think back, it was about 5 years ago, we realized we needed to do something different. But at that time, we didn't know what different was. We just knew the current status quo wasn't working.
My team actually runs in parallel with our development team, providing the analytic support. Oftentimes, our process was very chaotic. It was a long process. We had many changes and people would get very frustrated because we were not providing at a fast enough pace. And it was oftentimes very difficult to show our value because it would take 6 to 9 months to be able to produce anything of value.
We started with IT, and we started to teach them how to work in a new way. And it spread from IT to other parts of their business pretty quickly. I went on site to their corporate headquarters and worked with them in person with their teams. They weren't agile, they didn't know what that meant even. But we began to work with them to build some Scrum teams, Kanban teams, and teach them the Agile approach to working. And that quickly spread to other areas in their organization.
There was change on our horizon, and we had problems that we needed to solve. Agile Thought came in, and they did a 2-day workshop with our senior team and middle management. We ended up just seeing that we have bigger problems than what we think we do. And not only do we see the problems, but we're starting to know some of the solutions that are behind them, but we didn't really know how to engage the right teams to solve for that. And so having Agile Thought come in and help us not only visualize a lot of these items, but also put some solutions in and put the right solutions in play, that really helped us significantly.
So for my teams, most of them use Kanban, which is a form of Agile. And what that's done is help them really visualize the work that they're doing. A lot of times, the business units will come in and how do you know what you got to work on? Well, now we actually have a visual representation that we could show them. So yeah, that project that you want us to work on, it's 3rd or 4th down the list. We've got a couple other things that are going on. Or sometimes it's helped us in cases where people will make requests for things that really aren't very valuable in terms of organizational goals. And so now Agile's given us a way to where we can actually say no to that, so we can say yes to other things that are more important.
There's a better sense of connection between our VP level group and our senior executives around what are the key initiatives that are important to the organization. The projects were getting done faster, the team members were a lot happier. Even across the organization, people felt like IT projects that were rolled out were more comprehensive because others were brought into the team to be a part of it, and their perspectives were added while the project was being completed, not at the end of the project. So even the conflict that would occur was reduced. And so we said, well, if this is going to work on the IT side, what if we brought it to our marketing area? What if we brought it to our facilities? What if we brought it into lending? And so over the years, we have been moving it and introducing it into other areas. Actually, the most interesting part was it wasn't even that the executive team made this decision. This decision to implement Agile and collaborate with Agile Thought came from the business units. They saw what happened in IT and they wanted that as well. So it was more of a pull effort throughout the organization where folks wanted to be engaged in this style of work. I don't know that we knew we would have this level of engagement in Agile Thought 3 years ago when we started, but it was one of the best decisions we've made.